Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. हर नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव. Hari Om. Welcome to Chinmaya Yoga on Chinmaya Jayanti, May 8, 2022. This is the 106th year of Gurudev's birthday. So it is a very beautiful opportunity to think about yoga on Gurudev's Jayanti day. So today's topic is be in the present. Be in the present is also an aspect of yoga. Yoga means yuj, as I told you already. Yuj is to unite. Yuj samadhav, keeping the mind in a quiet state. There is a very beautiful thought process by an author called Vladimir Zealand. The book is called Reality Transurfing, in which he talks of many ideas and thoughts, where he talks of something called inner intention and outer intention. This outer intention is yoga. Inner intention is whatever I have to do, whatever has to be achieved, I put the effort, I try very hard, and then I work on it and I achieve. So it is all because of my own hard work that I got it, is what inner intention is. Outer intention is whatever I want to achieve, it has already been achieved and it is there. I just have to find out and locate that in this universe, and it is for me. So that is where yoga comes in the picture. Yoga is already everything is happening beautifully. Already whatever has to go on well in the world is going on very well. We just have to open our eyes and see it. That is what being in the present is all about. When Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda ji, in Hasten Slowly, that is what we are referring to every aspect of yoga of Gurudev. There he says, where the mind fully attains a state of abhavana and comes to drop its perceptions of sense objects, at that stage in meditation, the mind is really a no mind. That is what, when we say present moment, in the present moment, we can't do anything. See, suppose for sometime we are searching for something very, very much. We tried a lot, we did this, we did that, we went here, we went there, we spoke to people, and nothing has happened because of all that. So we drop all our efforts, all our worries, and say, okay, let it be. Whatever it is, let that situation be. If I get it, well and good. If I don't get it, that's also fine. And then you sit down in that moment and take in a deep breath and be peaceful with yourself, irrespective of whether you have got what you want or not. And many a time you would have seen that whatever you have been searching actually comes to you. Somebody comes and gives it to you, or you yourself find it very easily. So that is what being in the present moment is. Being in the present moment is giving up all thoughts, all worries, all anxieties, everything, and just let the situation be. And be with that, breathe with that, be happy in whatever is there at that moment, and then whatever we need actually happens. When these outgoing thoughts, chittam, are eliminated, it is known as no thought, achitta state. And in that condition, the mind, the mana, is recognized as no mind, amana, which is the state of highest meditation. The state of highest meditation is actually jnana. The state of highest meditation is actually bhakti. And the state of highest meditation is in karma yoga, where because of the action of everybody, something happens very beautifully. It is not because of my own effort and my own action that something happens. I am also a cog in the wheel, and I also participate in what is happening. And when everybody is acting, because of that, a state of mind is created, a state of mind, a joyful state of mind where we get some beautiful result as an outcome. And that is a state of karma yoga. And that is a state of amana or achittam, where I don't need to put any specific effort with my mind and with my thoughts to achieve something. Thoughts are gushing in to flood our bosom, to make our mind an angry gush of self-ruinous compulsions, mainly from two sources. Where do these thoughts come from in our mind? Thoughts stem out from the past, dragging along with them the memories of good and bad done in the days gone by. The memories of the past is based on all our actions. Whatever we have done in the past, they get stored in the mind as memories, and those memories keep coming up again and again through our thoughts. These confuse the individuals with their regrets and sorrows, joys and pleasures raised by the memory from the stinking tombs of the past, forcing them to relive the dead past right in the fragrant moment of the present. The present is always very beautiful. The present is what its name suggests is present. Present means a gift. This present moment has come to us. All the beauty of the sky, the lovely birds that fly by, the chirping of the sounds of the birds, the noise of the wind, the gentle breeze, the sound of the waves, the swaying of the trees, the fragrance of the trees and the flowers, and the soil with fresh water on it. Everything is coming to us in the present moment free of cost. And what we do is, instead of thinking of our life, how beautiful it should be, and planning and working on it in the present moment, we are always thinking about it from the past. And that is because the past actions have created their impressions in us, and those impressions keep constantly coming up, showing their presence all the time. We just have to be aware of it. Often we are flown upon the wings of our mind's fancy and imaginations to dreams where we made to shudder at the future possibilities of failures and tremble in hopes of successes and swoon in the expectation the total losses of large profits. So we are thinking about the future, anxiety about the future, whether we will win or whether we will lose, whether we are going to get something, profit or loss, what is going to happen. We are thinking about that, or we are worrying about this. The past is made up of dead moments, and the future is also made of anxious moments, wanderings of the mind, imaginary castles we build in the air, fairy castles of fancied future, people with ugly fears. What is there in our future is all our fears are there, all our horrid dreams are there, all our hopes are there, all our hopes where we don't even know whether they are going to happen. Those hopes are there, and thousands of impossible expectations. Expectations are not going to help us at all. We can we can expect one thing, we can think about something in the past, we can expect something in the future, but with this expectation and this worry about the past, we can work in the present moment only to correct it. If at all we have some time to work, that is only in the present moment. That's what Bhagavan Sri Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. Karmani eva adhikaraha te ma phaleshu kadachana. Karmani, in the present moment, in action, in the present moment alone, I have the adhikara. I am fit to do something. I am capable of doing something good for myself or for society only in the present moment. So how does it translate in our life? Whatever we may be worrying about, whatever we may be thinking about, whatever we may be fantasizing about, drop that fantasy, drop that worry, drop that fear, drop anything that we are thinking about, and just gather ourselves in the present moment and begin to act. What do we do? Just take one good step, one good action in the direction if I want to achieve. For example, I want to achieve success in my examinations. What is the one good action that I can do right now? Right now, without any delay, take that book, take that notebook, begin to study that first paragraph. That is the one good action. And that good action can take me step by step towards that success. When our minds are not rattled by the perception of objects, let us not thereby conclude that we have quietened our thoughts. So, in the last few chapters, we saw about how the mind, when it is connected to some object of the sense, for example, the sense organ of the ear is connected to the sense object of sound. The sense organ of sight is connected to the sense object of form. The sense organ of the nose is connected to the sense object of smell. The sense organ of the taste is connected to the sense object of food or something very tasty. The sense organ of the skin is connected to the sense object of feeling, temperature, hot and heat and cold. Now everybody is complaining about the sun. That is where the present moment, living in the present moment is, you can befriend the sun. You can befriend the heat of the sun. We don't complain when our friends are there. We complain only when our enemies are there. So make the sun your friend. Make that heat your friend. So when your sense organ of skin feels the temperature of the sense organ, object of sun's heat, then there will be joy. There will be yoga. You can practice yoga in the summer when you're AC, when there is a power cut, and when there is no AC, you're feeling the sweat, you're feeling the heat, you're feeling the stickiness of the atmosphere. Have joy in that. Feel extreme joy, feel extreme happiness in that. And then you befriend it. You will be glowing with light. You will be glowing with joy. You will be glowing with happiness despite the heat of the sun. The content of the present moment, divorced from all relationship, the past and future, is the absolute fullness of the infinite. So, being in yoga means being in the present moment. So, that is what Chinmaya Yoga is all about. Chinmaya Yoga is with your thought, with your consciousness, how you can bring your mind to where you are in the present moment. The practice of yoga is being in the present moment. So to live in the present, independent of the past and the future, is to experience samadhi, the revealing culmination of meditation. What is samadhi? We say samadhi means somebody whose eyes are closed, are sitting in the state of meditation. You can see almost that their eyes are looking upward, the head is upward, and as if they're lost in bliss in some moments of meditation. That is also samadhi, but that's not complete samadhi. Complete samadhi is whether the eyes are closed or whether the eyes are open, the mind is quiet, the mind is still. The mind is not running hither and thither with its worries, anxieties, and thoughts. The mind is not running hither and thither, wanting this and that, with its feelings of likes and dislikes, joy and experiences of joy and sorrow. The mind is very blissful, the mind is very quiet. And that mind is functioning out of joy through the sense organs of the ears, eyes, nose, taste, and touch. And that mind is contacting bliss outside in the world and experiencing bliss within itself by itself. The sum total of the memories that we retain in ourselves of our own experiences in the past together gives a false notion of ourselves as an individual entity. The problem of not having the experience of yoga is only this. We feel we are always an individual entity striving for something in this world, striving to succeed in this world, striving to get something in this world, where the world is actually laughing at us moment to moment whenever we strive, whenever we sweat, whenever we say, I'm working so hard day and night, I am squeezing my blood out to earn money. The world is only laughing at us because whatever we need is being given in a gold platter. We just need to know what is that gold platter. We just need to be there in the right place at the right time and receive what we need to receive with joy. Being there means we need to be under the umbrella of yoga. We need to be under the umbrella of the Guru. We need to be under the umbrella of Vedanta. We need to be under the umbrella of Bhagavan through bhakti. We just sit there with love in the umbrella of that caretaking individual, or the individual who takes care in our life of ourselves, or the individuals or the society or the community, we need to be in that umbrella. We need to serve that world in under who are all there under that umbrella. And then whatever we want, we will get in our life. You will not believe it how it happens, but things just happen so beautifully in this world. There are so many great masters, there are so many great yogis, there are so many great Mahatmas. Even in your own life, you would have experienced when there's absolutely 1 rupee or 50 paise in your pocket. You can see how money comes. You can see somebody to whom you have lent money. You just bump on that person the next moment when there's no money in your pocket and you're wondering, what am I going to do? How am I going to go and reach my place? Somebody comes and gives you a lift. It happens in all these Tirtha Kshetras, in many places, especially in places like Haridwar, or even when here in Puducherry, in Puducherry, in Auroville, when once it is my own experience in many places, in Coimbatore, in Puducherry, in Haridwar, where you go, you might have money or money might have gone. In Kashi, money was stolen. 2000 rupees just went out of the pocket. But from somewhere, from some place and some source, everything happens that you reach. You reach on time. You reach where you have to be. You get the place where you have to stay. You get the people around you who are loving. You get the food that you want to eat. You get the excursion that you want to go. I can say numerous experiences of these in the Himalayas itself, of how things happen so beautifully. So the universe is wonderful, the universe is beautiful, the universe is loving, the universe is giving. Yoga is all about just being a particle of dust in that universe, and dust is not making any effort to go here and there. Dust is just being carried by the wind. Dust is just going here, going there. Wherever the universe wants to take the dust, it goes. Wherever it wants to drop the dust, it gets dropped there. And wherever it wants to get lifted, it just gets lifted. So when the state of mind of a yogi, of a Mahatma, of a Karma yogi, of a Jnana yogi is being like that dust. Just being quiet, being humble, being loving, being kind. So we never lose all of our generous qualities, all of our qualities of goodness and greatness and quietude and humility and love and compassion. All these qualities are very essential. Being means not being. Many people confuse. They think that if you do yoga, if you practice yoga, and you get an opportunity to be in a big institution where there are many sevaks and many beautiful things are happening. It is all happening because of the grace of the Mahatma in that institution, because of the grace of Gurudev in every center. Many beautiful things are happening. When we get an opportunity to stay in such a place, we should not forget our fundamental qualities that brought us there to that place. We get an opportunity to serve the Guru, to be in the institution, to be in a great country like Bharat. Even it is a wonderful opportunity that has been given us. So when you say being in yoga, it can even be under the umbrella of the whole country or the whole state or the whole city. You can reduce the size of your umbrella according to your thoughts. You can either expand it or you can limit the umbrella under which you serve. The umbrella can be your own self, your own body. You yourself are an umbrella unto yourself, protecting and nourishing and nurturing. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Take care of the members of your family. Take care of your neighbors around you. Take care of the members in your street. Take care of your relatives and friends. It is not about what I get, but what I give, what I can give to others. Happiness is not about getting. Yoga means your mind is quiet, and because of the mind is quiet, you're experiencing happiness. So ultimately, we do all this to get happiness, to experience happiness. So happiness can never be got. If I get that, if I study that, what will I get? If I go to this shop, what will I get? Wherever I go, if I become a giver, what do you want? What do you want? Asking every person, what is it that you want in life? In what way can I be of help to you? You may not be able to do everything that they want to, but you can do just one small thing, one bit of that help, one bit of that kind word, or one bit of that, time to listen. Everything is yoga. All life is yoga, says Sri Aurobindo. Not to identify ourselves with our rising tides of thoughts, sankalpa, but to remain as a witness of them all is a definite stage in the efforts of meditation. So when we say thoughts are there in our mind, thoughts keep rising all the time. Thoughts are coming up like waves. You can't stop thoughts. You cannot go to the ocean and stop the waves. There was King Canute. He was waiting on the ocean and they asked, "What are you waiting? What are you waiting for?" "No, I'm waiting for all the waves to quieten down till I can take a dip in the ocean. I don't want the waves. I want to see only the ocean." That is never going to happen. Thoughts are going to come. That is why we take sankalpa. When we do puja, we take sankalpa. Sankalpa is a thought, but instead of suffering with many, many thoughts that come up every moment, every second, our mind is filled, our brain is experiencing thoughts. Thoughts are actually coming. What is the process in which thoughts come? The first thing is what I value in life. If I value yoga, for example, I will get the feeling of yoga. Sorry. If I value yoga, for example, I will have the attitude of yoga. What is the attitude of yoga? Is the posture in my body will change. My posture will become, attitude refers to the body. When we say falling down and worshipping and doing namaskara, we are showing the attitude of humility by moving the body in that direction. So the body posture decides the attitude that I have. So the first thing is, to what do I give importance in life? If I give importance in life to being happy, then my attitude will change. The posture of my body will become in tune to what I give importance to. If I give importance to hatred, then the posture of my body will become antagonistic. I will withdraw myself. I will shrink myself. If I give value to love, then the posture of my body will change. So that is the attitude. This posture of the body or attitude of the body is like an antenna. When you want a proper television signal, in those days the antenna, TV antenna is there. The long, the stick and the long part of this moving part of not yeah, dish also is there these days. Before that, we used to have that metal antenna. Whenever the signal is not okay, we will go and adjust the antenna correctly, or the radio station also. We will fine tune the station so beautifully that at one point of time everything will click and the streaming will be very beautiful. So when this attitude or the attitude of the body or the posture and the way we carry the body shows for what importance we give, and the attitude will give rise to the right kind of feelings. If I want to be happy, then the posture of the body is in alignment with my importance or my want, and then the feelings are also of happiness. The feelings of happiness give rise to thoughts of happiness. Thoughts of happiness give rise to words of happiness. Words of happiness give importance to actions of happiness. When actions of happiness are there, then the result which I get is happiness. So whatever result we are getting, it just shows that we have given importance to all these things that we are getting those results. So if I want to get results of happiness, results of joy, results of wisdom, results of success, then I should have value for happiness, value for joy, value for success, value for wisdom, and value for devotion, value for love. When I give value, the attitude will change. When the attitude is according to the value, then the feelings change. When the feelings change, the thoughts are different. When the thoughts are different, words are different. When words are different, the actions are different. Thoughts, words, and actions are expressions of our value, attitude, and feelings. So, when all these are synchronized, when the value, attitudes, and feelings are in synchrony, then the thoughts, words, and actions will be in synchrony, and the results also will be favorable to what I wanted. So, Sankalpa is all about this. Sankalpa is there are many thoughts in our mind, but I have one Sankalpa, one thought. That one thought I put my energy in, I let that thought rule my life. For example, when we ask in a puja, Mama upata samasta durita kshaya, whatever kind of impurities I might have gained because of my actions in the past, all the sins that I have got because of the actions in the past, Kshaya, may they be destroyed. Dwara, when they are destroyed, Shri Parameshwara Prityartham, for the sake of love for God, may all these sins be destroyed, which I have accumulated from the past. Sadguru Prasada Siddhyartham, may I get the grace of Sadguru. So Sadguru means today is Mother's Day, and today is also Gurudev's Jayanti. And today is also Bhanu Saptami at Chinmaya Surya. So it's a very auspicious day. Bhanu Saptami means Sunday is a day for sun god. We have the sun temple here, Chinmaya Surya at Puducherry. And Saptami is also the Tithi or the lunar day for Surya Bhagavan. And so Bhanu Saptami, Gurudev's Jayanti, and Mother's Day. In our spiritual tradition, Bhagavan can be considered as father and Guru is considered as mother. Guru is the one who shows Bhagavan. Just like the mother is the one who shows the baby to the who is the father, in the same way, Guru is the one who shows Bhagavan to us and through the path of bhakti and jnana. So we have the sankalpa, Guru Prasada Siddhyartham. Then we ask for all these qualities, Kshema, Sthairya, because that is what the power of outer intention is all about. Power of outer intention is, I cannot strive all my life for yoga. I cannot strive all my life to keep my mind quiet. I just want those qualities to come to me. It's as simple as that. Those qualities are all available in the supermarket. In which supermarket are they available? In the supermarket of this universe, in the supermarket of Bhagavan, these qualities are available. Kshema means well-being. So if that quality is available, wherever I am, whatever I am doing, I'll be well in life. I don't need to be worried about being well. I don't need to be worried about being healthy. Bhagavan Shri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita has said, Yoga Kshemam Vahami Aham. I will give you yoga and I will give you Kshema. I will give you yoga means whatever you want, I will bring that thing to you. It can be an object, it can be a person, it can be a situation. Whatever good thing that you want. Because when we ask for unnecessary and unwanted things, Bhagavan cannot give everything to us because everybody is asking, many people will be asking for the wrong things. So wrong things we may not get, but the right things that we really desire and the really we love, those things will come to us. Yoga. Kshema. Kshema means whatever we have acquired. For example, with a lot of hard work, I have done exercise and I have practiced yoga and I remain slim, trim, fit and healthy. I've acquired a beautiful practice of good health, good diet and all that. It is very difficult to maintain that. Bhagavan says, I will also give you that. I will help you to maintain it. So, Kshema. Sthairya means steadiness, steadiness of mind, steadiness of body, steadiness of the intellect, steadiness of our decisions, steadiness in love, steadiness in our faithfulness, steadiness in our desire to do good things in life, steadiness in compassion. Whatever we need to, all that is good, we need to be steady in that. Kshema, Sthairya, Virya, may I get all energy. Vijaya, wherever I go, whether I am going to a swimming competition, or whether I am going to a Bhagavad Gita competition, or whether I am going to an examination, or whether I am going to direct a movie, whether I am going to stand in an election. There are so many people, so many Mahatmas who can be politicians also. They wanted to win, they might have lost, they surrendered to some great quality. Then first time, they won the election, they continued to win. Second time, they became the minister. Third time, they became the chief minister. And they continued to be chief minister and then prime minister. So many success stories of people are there. And all these success stories are not by their individual effort, but because they have the trust in the universe, they prayed and they got whatever they have to get. It is possible. Such a life of beauty and joy and wonder and amazement and success at all times is possible, and yoga is here to show the way, Chinmaya Yoga. So I have the right sankalpa, where I take up one thought and I focus on that thought and make that thought my life. That is what Swami Vivekananda says. Don't go behind every thought. It is like, I want this, I want that. No, choose one thing. Just go after it. Go after that thought. Day and night, breathe the thought. Think about that thought. Let it be a noble thought. Let it not be an ordinary thought. Moment to moment, dissociate yourself from continuing any thought that consciously rises in the mind. This practice sweeps the mind clean of all rising thoughts, lead you to the state of thoughtlessness. So, one way of sweeping, so we will just finish with a small practice here. One way of sweeping the mind of all thoughts. This meditation is from the Mando Key Upanishad. The Mando Key Upanishad splits the word Om from just the sound of Om into three letters. According grammatically, Om is composed of A, U, and Im. A is the sound of creation. U is the sound of maintenance and preservation. Im is the sound of destruction and change and modification. So when we have these three sounds and balance in our body, we are not assailed by unwanted thoughts. So when I want to sweep my mind of all thoughts, whenever I do that, it can be a daily practice also. Just sit quietly, spine erect, shoulders relaxed. How to relax the shoulders? You lift them up, and drop the shoulders comfortably. Let them rest in the body. Hands in chin mudra, index finger touching the thumb, and the other three fingers are away. Looking, let the palms face the sky. You can either sit on the chair or sit cross-legged on the ground, comfortably in any posture, keeping the spine erect. Inhale deeply and exhale with Om, with the sounds of A, U, and Im in equal measure, and silence of in equal measure. Inhale. Inhale. Just be with that reverberation of the sound of Om. Be in that silence and gently rub your hands, place your palms on the eyes, and then gently open your eyes. So this practice can be done daily, maybe 18 times or 21 times or 11 times, whatever is comfortable for you. You can choose. It can be a daily practice to quieten the mind. One very beautiful way of doing that is by chanting this. It should be in equal measure, the letters of A, because everything has got a corresponding effect on our body and our mind. So the power of creativity, the power of maintenance, and the power of modification and destruction and change should be equal. The power of silence also should be equal in our life. If one thing is in excess and the other thing is low and high, there'll be a lot of imbalances. So just if it is if it is 4 counts, silence, 4 counts. Then inhale again. If it is 8 counts, same. So this is the way. Practice and be blissful. Be in yoga, Chinmaya Yoga. We will meet together next week. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Bole Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.